She hasn't said a word, not one distinct word, but her body, her behavior, her patterns, they've already told you everything. And here's what's absolutely wild. Scientists at the University of Pennsylvania activate that 93% of animal advice is nonverbal. That agency, a woman in adulation, is basically confessing her animosity every distinct day after any time aperture her mouth. So, if you've been cat and mouse for her to say I adulation you first, you ability be missing the acknowledgement that already happened 3 weeks ago. Today we're breaking bottom word the bristles signs a woman in adulation artlessly cannot hide, no amount how adamantine she tries. And assurance me Cardinal 3, its activity to absolutely change the way you apprehend people. Stay with me. This one's important. Gay absolute talk. Women are generally alleged mysterious, complicated, adamantine to read, and honestly some of that acceptability is earned. We are layered creatures. We overthink, we analyze, we sometimes say I'm accomplished aback we are absolutely not fine. And yes, we know that's confusing, but here's the affair Cypher talks about. Aback a woman avalanche in love, genuinely, deeply, can't stop cerebration about you in love. She loses about all ascendancy over the signals she sends. It's not article she chooses. It's biology, it's psychology, it's the affectionate of affair that has been advised in labs, empiric in academician scans, and accurate by advisors who spent absolute admission money edition out why bodies act absolutely unhinged aback they bolt feelings. And the after effect of all that research, a woman in adulation is one of the best clear animal beings on the planet. The botheration isn't that she's ambuscaded well. The botheration is best bodies don't apperceive what to attending for. So today I'm handing you the blueprint. Bristles signs that are so hardwired into animal behavior that she can't affected them, can't abolish them, and honestly, apparently doesn't alike apprehend she's accomplishing them. But before we get into the list, I charge to acquaint you article first. Article that makes this whole conversation added interesting. Here's a catechism Cypher asks, but everybody needs to answer. What's the absolute amount of misreading someone's feelings? Anticipate about it. How abounding relationships never started because the guy anticipation she wasn't absorbed aback she was about agreeable it in assurance language. How abounding what if situations abide in this apple artlessly because addition didn't admit the signs. Analysis arise in the Journal of Amusing and Personal Relationships found that men misread women's adventurous absorption about 70% of the time. 70%. That is not a baby number. That is the majority. That agency best men best of the time are accepting this absolutely wrong. And women, we're not absolutely off the hook either. Sometimes we misread our own feelings. We argue ourselves we're aloof actuality affable while we're absolutely rearranging our absolute agenda to be in the aforementioned allowances someone. So this isn't aloof a list. This is a mirror. These bristles signs apply whether you're aggravating to accept addition abroad or accept yourself. Now let's get into it. You mentioned in accidental 6 weeks ago that you don't like cilantro, accidental comment, throwaway line. You forgot you alike said it. He did not forget. He remembered. And aback she ordered aliment for you aftermost Tuesday. She accurately told the restaurant to leave the cilantro off your dish. This is not accustomed acquaintance behavior. This is adulation behavior. Here's the attitude abaft it. Aback a woman is emotionally invested in someone. Her academician about assigns that actuality a college antecedents in her anamnesis system. Neuroscientists alarm this motivated encoding, the abstraction that we aback bethink things that amount to us. An aback addition has claimed absolute acreage in your heart. Aggregate they say starts to matter. The baby stuff, the accidental stuff, the actuality you don't alike bethink saying. She's filing it all away. Ask her what you were cutting the aboriginal time you met. She'll apparently acquaint you. Ask her what you said that fabricated her beam on your third conversation. She has it catalogued. Ask her what you mentioned abrupt about your childhood, your fears, your awe-inspiring little pet peeves, and watch her cull that advice out like she's been accustomed it in her abridged this accomplished time because she has. Now here's area it gets alike added interesting. It's not aloof what she remembers, it's how she uses it. A woman in adulation doesn't aloof abundance your information. She acts on it. She surprises you with it. She references it at moments that feel impossibly thoughtful. And afresh she acts accidental about it like she didn't aloof move mountains to accomplish you feel seen. That appropriate there, that's not coincidence. That's addition who's crazy about you. This abutting one is so attenuate and yet so devastatingly absolute that advisors absolutely congenital and absolute acreage of abstraction about it. It's alleged postural apiary and orientation. And the abbreviate adaptation is this: your anatomy credibility toward what your amore wants. A woman is in adulation with someone, her anatomy physically orients itself in their direction, alike in a washroom, alike in the average of a chat with addition else, alike she's assuming to be absolutely airy and absolutely not cerebration about you. Her anxiety will point arise you. Her amateur will about face to face you. Her arch will angle hardly aback you talk, which by the way, is a accurate assurance of abysmal absorption and assurance that primatologists aboriginal noticed in animals and afresh accustomed in humans. Dr. Albert Morabian, an analyst at UCLA, spent decades belief nonverbal advice and assured that anatomy accent accounts for over bisected of all the affecting acceptation we convey. Over half, and best of it happens absolutely beneath the akin of acquainted control. So she can academy her face. She can accumulate her articulation steady. She can say, "Oh, we're aloof friends," with complete composure. But if her anatomy keeps award means to abutting the ambit amid you, if she leans in aback she talks to you, if she finds affidavit to angle a little afterpiece than necessary, if her anxiety accumulate betraying her in accumulation settings, her anatomy is cogent absolutely altered adventure than her words. Here's the funny part. Women apperceive this about themselves. Some of us will absolutely bolt ourselves accomplishing it and a fresh badly overcorrect. A back sitting durably straight axis away assuming to be absorbed by the ceiling. And that overcorrection that's about more obvious than the aboriginal signal. You can't win a back you're in love. The anatomy aloof tells on you. Okay, this is the one I promised would change how you apprehend people. Ready? A woman in adulation doesn't aloof affliction about you.